So guys, what is homomorphism? Homomorphism is a sophisticated math word. It means going from one state to another, but keeping the relationship between the two states. Google says it is a transformation of one set into another that preserves in the second set the relationship between elements of the first. That's very interesting, meaning I can move from a rectangle to a circle, for example, but I can keep the relationship between the circle and the rectangle, the circle being the second state. Morphing is going from one state to another and there is no way back. Of course, in After Effects, there is a way back, but I would like you to use the right word and show off. Let's do some homomorphing. Draw with me, please. You can draw a house, a telephone, I don't know, a swimming pool, whatever you want, but just draw with me and I will show you how we are going to start morphing, and you will always love these kind of animations. I will draw, for example, a polygon. I will do a rectangle. Here is my rectangle here. I will just put it over here, not too big. And then I wanted to make the stroke to be 10, for example. And I want to remove the fill to make it very simple for us to work with. Cool. Then what I will do is to continue here to draw the house. I can put the anchor point in the middle for the layer, just for aesthetic here to make it look beautiful. I will choose another layer now. I will not draw in the same layer, and I will draw a rectangle just under my house. This is my nice, beautiful house here. I'm gonna take it down a bit, something like this. Okay, just move it here, fine. Then in a different layer also, I will draw some other rectangles to make the windows. So I will draw one like this, that's the first window. Cool, I press F2 to deselect, select this layer, duplicate it, select both layers, put the anchor point in the middle because I forgot. Now select the last layer, press V, and bring it just over here. Here you are. Cool, that's enough for now. Then I will come over here and draw just an ellipse. Here is my ellipse. I will click and drag. I will make it just a perfect ellipse. Just put it here. Yes, that will be enough. Cool. Now look what I'm gonna do. I will open the other shape layers here. We have the path for each one of them. They are all path. I will keyframe the path here, and then I'll come to the other shape layer, and then I will keyframe them. I should have renamed them, but it's okay. I will come to the other one now, the next one, and keyframe them until I get to the polystar. This is the first one, and then select all my layers. I press Ctrl A, press U, and I have all the keyframes. I can see them. Cool. Now I will take all these keyframes and push them to 1 second, for example, or let's make 2 seconds. It's nicer. I will select this shape layer, but before I select it, I'm gonna come to this shape layer, the circle here, go to contents, come to the ellipse, and go to path, and then I have a path here. I will press Ctrl C and copy this path. Cool, guys? Fine. I will come to the shape layer, that's the top one here. I will select the path and paste. Okay, it disappeared, right? Let's go back to the shape layer that we had the circle and just delete it. Now notice what's happening. It is morphing. You go from a circle to the house. Now that's cool, guys. This is a very cool animation, and you know very well what to start doing with it. And then the first vertex here will play a very nice role for you if you'd like. If you put now the anchor point in the middle, you are going to have, you know, the same animation. It really doesn't matter where it is, but the anchor point, if you notice, does not move if it is from here to here. So be careful about this point. Now let's take the second one here. I will come to path and come to beginning, and choosing the path, I will Ctrl V. You know, it still remembers the first one. I just click and drag it down here. Now notice what's happening. It's pretty cool, one after the other. Very rapidly, let's take the third one and select the path and Ctrl V. Now it's appearing here because of the anchor point. I'll just move it over here and see, did it work? Yes, they're coming one after the other. Very rapidly, let's take the last one. You can put the anchor point in the middle. I like it in the middle. Select the path, and when we are in the beginning here, Ctrl V still remembers the path of the circle, and I'll put it over here. And here you are, you created a fantastic animation, a very nice one. Now imagine the applications here. Let's bring them in. Now we have understood the concept. Let's bring all the keyframes to 1 second or less. Now let's move the keyframes. We select these keyframes, put them inside. I cannot move the layers because I won't see the circles. This one, move it here. This one, let's move it more. And these two keyframes, we select them and move them over here. Here you are. You have now a very nice animation. Okay, I drew a house, but I'm sure you can come up with much better ideas and much nicer to do that. If you remember our phone in the second section, I think, then you can use this homomorphism or this morphing where you can create the phone in this way. And it's pretty amazing. Now, in the next lecture, what we are going to do, we are going to morph colors. And that will be very interesting. See you then.